They got a cute little fly, sells Ming Ming. Looks not. Checking on all the babies. I wasn't able to sleep anyways. I was watching recaps from Danya. See, Guthrie case. And besides that case being a total shit show, what's really annoying the crap out of me, and I wish a lot of people would stop misinforming other people in these YouTuber chats, because there's a bunch of YouTubers going out there, and the case is taking place in Tucson, Arizona, right, which is a desert, arid area, and it's February, guys. It's February. Yeah, they had a couple of days in the mid-70s and stuff. Like, it's not like it's blazing hot out there. And you got idiots in the chat talking about watch out for rattlesnakes, watch out for scorpions, watch out for tarantulas. To these YouTubers that are out and about. They're not gonna see them right now. Just because of daytime temperatures. And like, it's been like, it was 3 days. Now we're in the mid-70s and like one day in the 80s. That doesn't mean you're gonna see scorpions out there. That don't mean you're gonna see tarantulas out there. That don't mean you're gonna see rattlesnakes out there. I can tell you right now, you're not. It's February. Because I've been watching the nighttime temperatures. The nighttime temperatures have been dipping down to the 50s and the 40s. These animals, even scorpions and tarantulas, are in what we call brumation. They'll slow down activity. They will not go too far from their dens. They're not going to be out walking the whole desert looking for the media people or the YouTubers out there to fucking bite them. Okay? Sorry about my swearing, but this has me really pissed off because I'm so tired of people giving misconception about these animals. And people act so ridiculous over an animal that's so much smaller than you. Like the spiders. Do you see my spiders out? This is what spiders are. This is how it is. This is how it is in the wild with spiders. What do y'all see? I don't see no spiders. I see dirt. More dirt. Cork bark and dirt. Like certain species, yeah, be out sometimes. Of course, she's at her water bowl. That one's a nut job, but that's a leopard gecko. They're not even from around here. But, this Mexican fireleg. Like, and of course, it's 80 degrees in my room, so of course they're going to be out. But with temperatures, right out there, like, the nighttime temperature for night is dipping down to 49 degrees. And the daytime temperature today out there was, I saw the high was close to 76. They're not going to be out. They're not going to be out. Just because you see a daytime temperature in the mid-70s don't mean nothing. These are desert-dwelling animals. Some of them really do need heat. Especially reptiles. Reptiles really need heat to digest their foods. They need temperatures way above the 70s to be able to digest their food properly. And they need several hours of heat to be able to digest the food right. So the rattlesnakes and stuff, you ain't gonna really see them. They're all in brumation. Doesn't mean they're hibernating. Don't mean they're totally sleeping for the year. But they're not gonna be out all like that. They're not gonna be crawling the whole desert. They'll find an area. They'll find a den area. Stay warm underneath the warm sand and stuff. And they will stay that way from December. I say December for Arizona because it stays hotter out there longer, but typically it's from November to March, April. The end of March and April. Yeah, they will be in what they call brumation. But they're not going to be out wandering far. She's a goof. But they're not going to be out wandering far. They will come out of their dens. If it's warm enough, they will eat, digest their food, go back in their burrows. When it rains, they'll come out for a drink and stuff, but they're not going to be out wandering around or anything, and it's not mating season for tarantulas. That's already passed. So all you're going to see is nothing but dirt. Yeah, you might hear coyotes and stuff during their mating season. It's their mating season right now. But even the coyotes aren't kind of like, they don't care about people. People have this misconception about animals. Unless you're dead, they don't care about you. You don't. So all these animals are more afraid of you than anything else. These guys too are funny. They're in there chasing each other around, my golden geckos. He's right there and she's over there. You can kind of see their colorations, but like I said, like I'm wide awake because this has me so pissed off. I don't know why people are so afraid of these animals. I can understand that people are arachnophobic, they're scared of snakes, but don't spread lies. And do your research before you sit here and say stuff about animals that you know nothing about, and then you're sitting there scaring these YouTubers and trying to freak out people about misinformation about these animals. They don't care. They don't care if a bunch of YouTubers or a bunch of freaking media are sitting out in front of Nancy Guthrie's house or along her damn street. They don't care. The only thing they're going to worry about right now is staying warm and eating food. That's all they care about. They don't care about nothing else. Especially the tarantulas. You really don't have to worry about the tarantulas. This is tarantula life. You see that? This is what tarantulas do. A lot of these, some of them are desert species. You see that? They don't care. You see all that? Dirt. It's nothing but dirt. The only thing you'll see moving in these cages right about now are crickets. And it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Only certain species will be out. But like I said, my room's 80 degrees. And of course, the ones that are out are the ones from South America. And some Mexican species. I don't even think any of these guys are out over here. Nope. And this is a desert species. Even though we don't use sand because they actually burrow. This is my Egyptian fury. And they stay burrowed. And of course my lizards and stuff, you ain't gonna see them out in the desert right now either. You ain't gonna see no damn reptiles. Snakes you ain't gonna see. My snakes are coiled up right now. But my snakes aren't desert species, but the whole point is you're not gonna see reptiles. You're not gonna see them unless you come across their den on a really warm day. They might sit out on a rock near where they're hiding. Here's my Indian ornamental. They're actually out. They're getting bigger. They're gonna be fun to rehouse. But like I said, that's a tropical species right there. Oh, they knocked over their water bowl. I'm gonna have to fix that. Fun times. But these are not desert species though either. But like I said, my room's 80 degrees. It's not. My room's warmer than Arizona right now. It's warmer than Arizona. And right now it's only in the mid 40s at night in Arizona. And as you see, even my animals are not out. Even my snakes aren't out. And I know it's not that warm. You tell it's not that warm. She wouldn't even come out to eat a damn mouse. Now you know there's a problem if she wouldn't come out and eat a mouse. I like to see where she is before this mouse goes bad. Because that's not like her. Yeah, the mouse is just sitting there. God. And ever since I redid her cage, it's harder to find her. Because now everything is dark colors. Great. I have to track her down. But yeah, I just want to share some information with people. Like, stop spreading false information about reptiles and invertebrates and stuff. Like, that's not cool, guys. If you don't know anything about animals and you want to sit there and just try to scare people with false information about these guys, don't do that. That's not right, and that's not fair to these animals. The animals don't deserve that stuff. It's bad enough they have a bad reputation for no reason. Tarantulas don't care about people at all. Scorpions don't care about people. None of these animals care about people. And it's y'all complaining during the worst time of year. You could complain about them. This is a Venezuelan species. Venezuelan sun tiger. Beautiful spider. I have no idea what they're doing. Besides being a weirdo. Very beautiful spider though. Look at those pretty coloring iridescence on them. Now some spiders, see that, have these little paws and stuff. Some people kept calling them bean toes. See, in class I was taught they were just spider paws, or they call them cat paws actually. It's funny, they actually call them cat paws. Like, someone asked me the other day if what they had were bean toes. I'm like, what is a bean toe? I was like, I never heard of being called that. But see, in college they don't call it stuff like that. And then of course they have the little hair follicles on their toes that help them crawl across and stick to surfaces to crawl. These little iridescent patterns, and they have these little hooks too. You look really closely. Let's see if my camera will focus. I don't know if my enhancement would work. I see that little black piece at the end there, right up there. The little hook-like toes. They each have, like, some of the toes have them. But yeah, oop! Don't fall, baby. Some of them aren't good climbers, so some of them are just stop with little things. They're still learning. Yeah, I gotta find this brat. I don't know what's up with the two not eating their mice tonight. I don't know what their mice are going to waste. I only have so much time before my data runs out because I really gotta go through my phone. I've not been able to do that. I've been so locked in on this freaking case, yo. This case is like everywhere you turn. I'm surprised the other YouTube channels are even having success of being able to upload any videos because of the Nancy Guthrie case. It's insane. They're on day 13 and they still haven't found this poor woman. And it's all because of Savannah Guthrie's mother. Lady from the Today Show. I didn't know who she was, honestly, until they said it was the host from the Today Show. And I only know that because she's been on air for like so long. And my stepmom used to watch the Today Show before sending me to school in the morning. Like, that's how long she's been on the air. She started on the air when I was like in freaking school. I think she broadcasted the 9/11 incident. I think she was one of the hosts. You know where she just started? I don't remember. I just know I was little when she started on there. Oh, God, where are you at, Brett? I should have never made this so deep. God. Because I did. I just redid this whole cage. And I made the bedding so deep. Normally I use my hands, but never mind. I found them. It is. Did you shed finally? You look like you did. Oh, come on. I just want to show you have food, Brett. He's such a Brett. He's such a pissy little thing. You hear him? He's such a little pisser. I wanted to show him he has food. And I'm not being jumpy because of him. So I'm trying not to knock this cage over the lid over on my leg. Right? You're hissing at yourself now, ding dong. Some people don't like seeing mice. I'll switch it over here real quick. Well, I'll switch it to it. Come on, buddy. I don't know what's up with him not eating lately. He's actually been a pain. Come on, bud. What's the matter? Yeah? I'm gonna have to get... I have to rub it on Chub Chub. Because I heard they like frog or something. It might be messed up to do, but still. Normally I don't have problems with him eating. It's been 2 weeks though. I don't know why. Like his eyes aren't in bloom or anything. Very beautiful snake. But I don't know what's his issue. Such a brat. I don't know what his issue is today. Well, it's been 2 weeks since he ate, so I'm about to have to go to extreme measures here and probably do that whole rubbing his food on crap. I mean, stop knocking your plant over the whole way. I got everybody, and some of these guys are in temporary cages because I'm in the middle of redoing the bigger cages. I've been working on a long process of redoing cages and stuff. I know, I'm about to redo her whole cage. I didn't get to the store yet to get the plants. Tomorrow I'm supposed to, well, it's actually today I'm supposed to go to the store. I'm going to get some soil and plants. And I'm going to start lining up the whole back of her cage with plants and stuff. Give her something to do. She looks depressed half the time. Ming Ming! Crazy nut. But yeah, see, a lot of these spiders and stuff, they don't care. They don't care about people. There's another Veracruz red rump. Very beautiful spiders. No, yeah, a lot of species I own aren't from the United States. Like, obviously, my Venus and the sun tiger species over here, and my fire. See why I call him pissy sometimes? Or hissy? I say pissy or hissy because I don't even know what he's hissing at this point. Himself. Dude is hissing at himself. Weirdo. Anyways, let's see the pretty spider. He listen to him hissing at himself in the background. See, even my corn snake's not even out right now. I had this one. See, I had 2 of the 4 eat tonight. I'm really surprised with Sheba though. I wonder if she's getting ready to shed again or something. I don't know where she is. But yeah, even my corn snake, and both my corn snakes actually, it's cool out at night, but it's warm in here. But they don't care. They just, I don't get it, y'all. People and their misconception about these animals is really sad. And that's the work I like Snake Discovery doing, and what Brian Barczyk and all of them were doing, and Dingo and but a lot of them passed away, except for Ed and Emily from Snake Discovery. But my point is, like, Dave Kaufman and everybody, they sit here and they try to show the world that these animals aren't they're not here to hurt us. They're not here to kill us. They're just part of a big ecosystem around the world that is just part of our lives, you know. They're just here to do their own thing. They're killing the rodents and killing those pesky mosquitoes and bugs that everybody can't stand. And they're definitely keeping the rodent population down out in certain spots and keeping the bug population down. Even the tiniest spiders are doing their thing. You know, the tiniest house spiders. They keep the insect population under control. Snakes help with the rodents and the overpopulation of other things. Like, it's all one big ecosystem. And it's all just part of life that they're here for. Yeah, some of them are venomous. And they have toxicities that can really hurt humans. But it's actually meant for bigger prey. Not us. It's just meant for them to be able to get food easier, because some of these guys stay small and some of them don't grow that big, and sometimes unfortunately the only food they can get is something way bigger than them. Actually, certainly scared Cersei away. But the point is, like, they're not here to hurt us, and I really wish people would stop spreading misconception about these animals, these little cuties, because they are cute. You can't sit here and tell me these reptiles and snakes, I don't care if they're venomous or not, they're cute. Like, as you saw how beautiful that Indian ornamental is. And yes, they are toxic. And look how pretty the Venezuelan sun tiger species is. Very beautiful spider. Like, they're not worried about me. They're just gonna poop on the side of the glass like they always do, go eat some crickets, drink some water, and eventually, after the sun comes up after a while, they would go in their little hide. That's all they like to do. See? Not care. And I've had plenty of animals loose in my room. My tree snake was loose for a week. I let the snakes out all the time. Aries runs around the bedroom. We got satin over there. They got loose for a while. Of course, I let them out, though. I even had a Singapore blue run around my room for a couple of days. They were a juvenile. I was cleaning their enclosure and the little thing darted out back behind, like it was squeezed back there and stuff. Of course, I caught them, but the whole point is, it doesn't matter. It obviously didn't hurt me. It didn't kill me just because they got loose. They weren't worried about me. They're just trying to find a hot, dark place. Sorry, I'm getting distracted because she's watching this candle and I don't always trust her trying to mess with candles. Anyways, they just went right to a dark place to hide right away and didn't care. Did not care about me. I had to go find them, of course. Because they couldn't be out all freaking day, all week long, just chilling. Precious here was out of her cage for like 4 or 5 days. So, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't get hurt. Did not get hurt. Yeah, I'm comparing reptiles to some of the venomous species out in Arizona, but the whole point is right now, these guys don't care. They're just gonna eat and get drinks and do their little brumation thing and wait till spring and summer is out when they can really cruise around and enjoy the land more. But I gotta get... I'm just trying to turn off the lights, Hissy. It's your new nickname? It's Hissy. At first I think I was calling you Squishy because you're cute and little squish face. But now, I swear to God. Pissy. Dude, relax. You're getting beside yourself. You know that, right? Eat your mouse. Get over yourself. Like, I'm not doing nothing, okay? I'm not doing nothing. The only ones you might find in the wild to be a pain in the butt, or maybe those guys right there. They're funny though, but they're for the hognose snakes you will find in the northern parts of the United States. And you'll find them all. They also stretch up to some parts of Canada. Really? What happened? Are you talking to the cricket right there? Are you and the cricket having a conversation? Tell it. Azurite's a nut. His actual name's Azurite. If anybody knows, I also sell crystals. And a lot of my animals are named after crystals. It's just fun. Yeah, I can't get over how funny he is. He's like goof. I love you, Pissy. I see you later. Goofball, but yeah, see, I sell crystals as well. I sell raw crystals and towers. I sell all this stuff I sell. And I just got in a bunch of Madagascar for the ride. But yeah, if you guys go on my shop on Facebook, on Majestic Sunfire Crystals on Facebook, you can see the stuff I have. Like, this is all the stuff I have. I have thousands of crystals. Like, if anybody's actually interested, let me know down in the comments, and I can actually show you like all the crystals I have to sell, which would be a nice long video because I have thousands of crystals for sale. All these crystals you see up here, all these I have for sale. Like, this is my personal stuff. I have sandstone, that green sandstone. There's apatite, and as you see, amethyst. I name my, like I said, I name my animals after these crystals. I have a lot of apatite. And I have watermelon apatite, just blue apatite. There you go. Look at that. That's Japanese cherry blossom agate. There's fire quartz. Aquamarine, that's my birthstone. I have raw aquamarine. I have a lot of raw stuff. Carnelian, citrine, yellow citrine, iron citrine. That's not even carnelian. I was looking over here at the carnelian because I just freaking love carnelian. Okay, that's carnelians on here. That's carnelian. Carnelian comes in different spots. That's California, Caribbean calcite. There's green calcite. That's pretty. Okay, that's actually dark blue celestite. Celestite normally comes in a light coloration, but you can actually get in a dark blue. It's pyranite. Labradorite. There's blue sandstone and green sandstone. Aragonianite. But yeah, like I said, I sell all kinds of raw crystals. This is a weird, cool formation. You have pyranite. It actually came in a weird cluster. Like, normally pyranite comes in like color formations like green, like that. It's hard to see on this camera the actual green coloration of it, but I actually started building these clusters, which is rare to see. I have a lot of rare crystals too, and they're high quality. My Uncle Carrie, I have a whole bunch of these for sale. These are brand new. They just discovered these in Kentucky. I gotta remember what they're called. I gotta look it up. I have a bunch of them now. They're really pretty. They're not chalcedony or any of that type of stuff. It's actually a brand new crystal. Look how pretty. My stuff's like high quality. And I sell it at a very low price too. Very cheap price. And a bunch of azurite and stuff. There's purple lepidolite. have beautiful raw purple lepidolite. But yeah, another, like I said, I have carvings. It's rhodonite. Bats carved in rhodonite. I have this champagne, this beautiful champagne quartz crystal. This is real. This is not painted. This is not a dye. This is an actual quartz crystal. Look how pretty that is. It's actually a type of orange quartz. It's a rare quartz crystal that my dad gave me for my birthday last year. Look how pretty that is. But this is the type of stuff I have actually for sale. And then I actually have glass figurines, crystal glass too, like this, in my tree. I have that stuff downstairs for sale as well. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys and tell people that, you know, appetite. These animals that people keep lying about online to these other online creators is really seriously upsetting. Because they're not trying to hurt no one. They're not out in the desert hunting and tracking people down. Like, it is getting ridiculous. I wish people would really educate themselves more about animals before misconception about them and lying to people about them, because it's really sad. Because in the end, you're just hurting the animals. Because then you got idiots or ignorant people go out there and kill these animals and hurt them and hunt them down for no reason. Tree moss agate, I have stuff like this too for sale. But yeah, because now some idiot, some ignorant people, unfortunately probably teens or something, buddy, kind of think it's cool to go on YouTube or go out there and kill these animals, thinking it's all awesome, because a lot of people hate these animals, and them and their buddies are going to think it's cool to go out and kill them, and they think they can get brownie points for hurting these animals in the desert and doing everyone a fucking favor. And it turns into, people understand the words they speak and spew about these animals. It hurts a lot more than what you realize, because of what people end up doing to them. And that's not right. It's not right at all. A lot of these guys are becoming endangered because of people's actions. I'm just turning my lights off real quick. I'm about to go back to sleep. I was trying to sleep. I originally was. But I have a lot on my mind because there's just too many people spewing a bunch of crap. Because I got a lot of beautiful spears too. There's cat eye. I have spears and stuff for sale too. Like I said, I got everything for sale. I even got tumbler stones, my tree moss agates and stuff. Type of strawberry quartz. But yeah, it's just ridiculous how people act. I don't want that falling over, so I'm just gonna put that with for now. But yeah, next time you guys go on one of these channels, because I know it's all over the place right now. I mean, it's everything right now is all about the Nancy Guthrie case. And if you go on one of those to watch the news about what's going on, updates about her, and if you see anyone saying something ignorant about these animals, I hope people speak up for these animals and recorrect them that they ain't gonna hurt no one. They ain't gonna hurt the YouTubers out there. Like I said, especially like tarantulas and scorpions and stuff. Look, they're just dirt, guys. They don't care. This whole time I've been out just doing stuff. And you ain't gonna see them. You ain't gonna see them. They don't care. Yeah, please respect the animals in our environment. They're here for a reason, just like we are. But with that, I am going to go to sleep for a little bit. I got some shopping to do tomorrow. And then if I'm able to get the stuff that I need to get, I'm going to do up Ming Ming's cage. And, yeah, if you guys are interested in a video about my crystals and everything I sell when it comes to that, just let me know. But I will see you guys a little later.